Welcome everyone, welcome to this next episode in the Spring Bull Night series. I'm Scott, the CEO at Angus Australia, and it's a pleasure to have everybody tuning in this week. There's some great material and great genetics that are on offer. As you know, I'm probably the all-rounder at Angus Australia here in terms of being the CEO. Have a bit to do with all of you and in lots of different ways across the society and the breed. I hope you enjoy tonight's episode. It's actually about Angus, the all-rounder, the balance and performance and power of Angus cattle. But what's important is Angus as a breed is really the balanced breed. That's the way I like to think of it. It's not necessarily a female breed or a terminal breed, but actually Angus is probably the breed that brings all the attributes together in one package. And I think that's what makes the breed very successful across a range of production systems. Our vision is Angus for every system. So I hope tonight that you will find an all-rounder for your operation and your breeding enterprise. But yeah, I'm very passionate about Angus being the balanced breed. It brings everything together in one package, and I like to think that we're the only breed that does that. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope you get some great information. If you ever need to talk to me or reach out, please do so. Enjoy tonight. Thank you.
Well, guess what? You got me again. Night number 4, and welcome back, and thanks for hanging with us. But what a sensational program it's been so far, and tonight we're going to run through some bulls that are the Angus All-Rounders, and some bulls I think that everyone wishes they could have, but they're pretty hard to find, a bull that does it all for you. Let's jump into the man of the year, Cluden Newry Uppercut U15. Some new footage we just got of him here. I think you'll be delighted if you've used this bull already. His calves already hitting the ground. They're coming early. They're coming with some bone and some type and some look to them too. So I think this bull has got a big future ahead of him. A bull that made over 275,000 with a record down there at Cluden Newry, and one of the highest bulls to ever sell in Tasmania. There's been plenty of read and written and said about this bull, but it's easy to see why people use him when you look at the performance he has on paper. He's also a real performer at foot and ground level, and performs really well in the paddock. His mother's done a great job, had a few calves in her time. The grandmother is an absolute treat in this pedigree as well. A cow still running around down there at Cluden Newry, and if you know that program, you'll know that a cow that age is a pretty impressive feat. So it gives me a lot of confidence. You dig around in this pedigree, there's a couple of bulls that go back to some donors that they had down there. It's probably 5 or 6 generations back, but it actually goes back to the same cow on the bottom side twice in that pedigree, about 6 or 7 generations back. So a bit of line breeding, deep back in there. Uppercut's a bull, has plenty of length through his front and through his spine, gets down over his rear third, good enough for a bull with that much performance on paper, and he's got plenty of marbling, pretty balanced right throughout, and I think that's what makes him that bull, that ultimate all-rounder. If there's a better bull tonight that's an all-rounder from any company, I'll be surprised. Sink your teeth into this all-rounder, Jade Park Turbo. A young bull that was set to shoot the lights out at the Jade Park sale there last year, back in 2024, but unfortunately got whacked by another bull in the shoulder. Sold a few packages of semen that went really well. Over 1,000 doses in this bull went out. Progeny starting to hit the ground. And like the bull you see here, they are proper thick. The bull has that beautiful muscle right down his leg and through his muscle shape there. Beautiful strong head on the bull. I don't think there's a better Angus head around in the industry than this Jade Park Turbo. A bull with high indexes, it's going to be pretty reasonable performance, and I think if you haven't used a bit of turbo, now's the time to jump in. He's been pretty popular this autumn already. A bull that I think will change the industry when it comes to muscle with marbling. If you look at his foot data there, sensational when you see the bull. There is an absolute abundance of heel in this bull, I think, and what an all-rounder he is, and I think you'd be remiss if you didn't have a look at him.
Hi everyone, it's Nancy Crawshaw from the Extension team at Angus Australia. Just a quick note, we're looking at running workshops all over Australia and New Zealand in the next 12 to 18 months, and we want your feedback and input as to when we should run these workshops and where. We want to really make sure the workshops we run are tailored to what our members want and what's going to add the most value to your business. So we've got a quick form open down below in the notes. If you would be able to complete this form and give us a bit of details around when suits you to have Angus Australia in your area and what you'd like us to cover in these workshops, it'd be greatly appreciated. We hope you're enjoying the Spring Bull series, and we look forward to hearing from you and hopefully seeing you in an area near you soon.
Welcome back to another episode of the Spring Bull series for 2025. Tonight we take you through our all-rounders, sires that work across a number of environments and markets across both cows and heifers. Both Baldridge Grindstone and Allendale True Blue have really delivered the goods this year. Grindstone has proven to be incredibly popular for his versatility across heifers or cows with that impressive birth to growth spread, and True Blue now has his first calves on the ground with glowing reports of easy calving and calf vigour. Brand new to the Genetics Australia lineup just this month is a bull that epitomises balance, power and performance. Cluny Range Up and Coming caught the attention of many breeders across the country before he was sold to Yo-Yo Trading Company as Lot 2 at the Cluny Range Angus Bull Sale. Now is your opportunity to access his elite genetics. Baldridge Grindstone is the kind of bull that doesn't come along very often. A true all-rounder who combines balance, power and performance in one elite genetic package. Sired by DB Iconic and out of Erica of Elston T220, Grindstone brings the best of both worlds, pedigree punch with performance data to match. Grindstone is well and truly heifer safe, with a birth weight of 2.3 and calving ease in the top 30%. But don't let that fool you, he's still got plenty of growth, carcass merit and feed efficiency to add real profitability to your program. If you're looking to produce high-performance progeny that suit a range of markets, then Baldridge Grindstone is the bull for you. He ticks a lot of boxes and makes breeding decisions very easy. Baldridge Grindstone, the true Angus All-Rounder, where balance meets serious performance.
Allendale True Blue T325. The figures speak for themselves on this bull, but to summarise, he's a complete package, particularly for a heifer suitable option. He's very good structure, very good docility and plenty of growth. Phenotypically, he gets that from his width and his length in a moderate frame. He's also very good for the new mature cow traits. He's high for condition and again moderate for height. And of course he has that unique combination of very low NFI, so very good feed efficiency, with very high IMF. And that's seen him used in a lot of herds targeting that feed efficiency and also in supply chains integrated with feedlots. Beyond the genetics of this bull, he's also proven to be a high conception sire, which has made him a good candidate for sex semen, where that high conception has continued in those programs. We've also used him in fresh conventional as well as fresh sex programs, and he was actually the only bull last year to be used across Australia to be used in fresh sexed programs in beef cows. So we're very proud to be offering such a range of products for this bull, who I believe is a real jack of all trades and works very well. We're incredibly pleased to see his first calves on the ground this autumn, and the reports have been incredible. Calves have been born early and easy, but have had plenty of energy and are up and chasing mum straight away. It's really pleasing to see those results, and we're looking forward to many hundreds more calves to hit the ground this year, and I think this will be a bull that we hear plenty more about over the next few years.
U467 is a bull that we've had our eye on right from a calf. He was actually one of the very first bulls we selected out to use as a yearling on stud cows. We did that just purely based on phenotype. We love the shape in the calf. He's obviously a very big frame bull, but one of his best features is the extreme length in the calf. He's incredibly long. He's very deep, and for a big bull, he's really sound. He's got great feet and legs, and he moves like a cat when he walks and runs around. He's very athletic. As a yearling, he had tremendous muscle shape as well, a great butt profile. And you can see in the video now he's carrying no condition whatsoever. He scanned in May with only 5 mils of fat, and so he's had no real sale preparation leading up to the sale. But you can see the potential in the bull. U467 obviously has fantastic data. He's low birth to high growth. He's just so strong right across the board. He looks fantastic on the graph. But it's not the data that attracted us to the bull. It was just his type and just that athleticism, that really super slick skin, and he's just a powerful bull, full stop. We use the bull as a yearling, and we are really going to go strong on the bull this coming spring. We're going to use him very heavily in our own AI program, having kept semen for our own use. We really love the bull for his phenotype as well as his data, and we really are looking forward to getting calves on the ground ourselves, and think he's going to make a real positive impact in our herd. And I just can't see why he wouldn't make a positive impact on anybody's herd. U467 is shortly heading off to an AI centre. We're going to miss him actually, because he's just one of those real genuine puppy dog quiet bulls. He's just great to have around and be around. You can give him a scratch in the paddock, and just that big, strong, powerful bull with great data, great structure, and just the temperament is outstanding. And just overall, that's the package that we've been so attracted to ourselves, and why we're going to go very hard on the bull ourselves.
Thank you for joining us. Please order early to avoid disappointment. Grindstone has already sold out once since arriving in February, and while he's been restocked, we expect demand to heat up even more over spring. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Welcome back everyone. Really excited about the next segment labelled Angus All-Rounders. Ryan, I feel like these two bulls really are the epitome of Angus All-Rounders in Australia. Two Australian bulls, I know maybe not so familiar for you, but Tally Porter certainly has an American, pedigree on the top side there. So we might as well start with the bull called KO Tally Porter. Now this is a bull that I've spoken to you about a little bit over the last couple of years. He's been a really solid bull for us. Again, his data really epitomises Angus All-Rounders. He has extremely good docility scores, scrotal scores, foot scores, a magnificent dam in Matari Reality, who is in a lot of really well-respected maternal pedigrees throughout Australia. This bull had progeny highlighted at the recent Angus Forum in Tamworth, and people came away blown away by the heifers. In fact, I think the heifers won their class up there. So, a really good bull, an Angus All-Rounder.
Yeah, Dale, out of hometown, which we're very familiar with hometown, and those daughters are turning out really nice, especially from an udder quality and teat standpoint. They're really nice uddered, and I think the biggest thing with this bull is, like we kind of talked, is just balance is key. You listed off the cow is really good, his dad is really good, the phenotype's really good, the progeny are already good. I mean, if you can kind of check all of those boxes and just be really well balanced and stay, on the right path, he's kind of one of those bulls that does that.
He's a true all-rounder. And been inspected by a lot of cattlemen, and a lot of cattlemen have just ticked him off and gone, wow, this bull really stacks up.
I think the next bull is one that I know you're really excited about, in the Breaking Ground.
A bull called Black Rock Breaking Ground out of a really, really well-respected stud in Western Australia. Western Australians really, they're really big on foot quality, and this bull really does bring it to the table on foot quality, docility, scrotal. So once again, a really, really solid Angus All-Rounder. Really excited to bring this bull into the team. A lot of inquiry on this bull, so we really feel like he's going to have a really big impact this breeding season, for the spring.
Yeah, a bull that you kind of study and he really excels for growth.
Yep.
You look at the bull also, it looks like he offers a lot of extra length and performance, to match that. And I know the last time I checked, you get paid by the pound, so those extra pounds are worth the premium.
Absolutely, and a really free moving bull too, as you study him in the video. So really excited to see what breaking ground can bring this spring.
Yeah, Dale, I think these are two really exciting bulls for you guys to have in Australia that are true Angus All-Rounders.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Carl Tesling, Chief Operating Officer at Angus Australia. I'm excited to announce the launch of MateCell, our powerful new tool to help members make smarter, data-driven breeding decisions.
MateCell takes your herd's pedigree and EBV data, combines it with your selected breeding objective and generates an optimised list of matings tailored to your goals. You direct the direction.
MateCell use robust scientific principles to help you allocate the most appropriate bull to each of your cows by using genetic condition information, estimated breeding values, breeding objectives and inbreeding levels to create a tailored plan for your herd.
Choose candidate sires from your own herd, sale catalogues or semen listings. Select the index and traits that matter most to your production system, and MateCell does the rest. It provides you with a list of optimised matings that keep your herd heading in the direction that you select. Data-driven mating made simple. You set the targets and MateCell finds the matings that get you there.
It's easy to use, fully integrated with Angus Tech and free for this spring season. Try it today and unlock your herd's genetic potential.
MateCell, smarter mating decisions made simple.
Welcome to Angus Australia Annual Spring Bull Night for 2025. Whether you're sitting in the office, on the throne, in the tractor or around the dinner table, sit back while Fletch and myself bring you all the bull information you need to assist you having a successful spring breeding.
Thanks to Angus Australia and enjoy the next 5 nights of information.
I'm bringing you the Angus All-Rounder, giving you balance, power, performance, and there is no other bull that can offer you this than Dunoon Sunstone S378. Not only does he influence females, he is used over producing functional cattle, he imprints his progeny. The depth of body with meat down the leg, he is easy fleshing, has depth of rib with a smooth shoulder. He is easy to use and progeny are nice on the eye with good tops, perfect tail sets, and they are quiet too. He is in the top 10% for calving ease, rump fat, IMF, claw and foot angle, and the icing on the cake, he is top 5% for EMA and the Angus indexes. This impressive all-rounder is simply the best. At this stage, we are taking orders now for late spring delivery. So please call us at ABS to secure semen. Thank you.
Dunoon Sunstone, what an impact he's had.
Yeah, you know, we had a feeling about this bull when we saw him. He'd been used, but we just liked the type and the style of him, and we actually thought how well he would go over the Rambo. We bought him specifically to go over to Rambo, because Rambo has that really round, expressive muscle shape, but we wanted something to soften and deepen the muscle, and that's exactly what Sunstone has done. So we specifically wanted this low down to the hock muscle, tying deep through the quarter.
Thanks so much for tuning in over the last few nights.
It's been our pleasure to join you for the last few nights and offer some of the most exciting bulls that we've had in our lineup in some time. Our new spring directory is just around the corner, which will highlight all of the bulls we've spoken about tonight, plus another couple of newbies. So look forward to that in your mailboxes over the next few weeks. Thanks again.
Evening everyone, and we're back here on deck for another evening of the Spring Angus Bull Night. This is the Angus All-Rounders, balance, power and performance, and I think the first bull to start this category off for us really hits that home, and that's Nola So-Right S48. He's currently sitting in the top 10 for registrations at the moment over the past 2 years, so this bull's seen a lot of use and we're starting to know a lot more about this bull. Progeny are very docile. He now sits in the top 10% with well over 500 head of progeny recorded. They're soft, easy-doing cattle with a tremendous amount of rib and muscle shape. And on top of all that, he's maintaining a 4 for IMF with nearly over 400 scans in the system now. That's really impressive, and we haven't seen that in a lot of bulls with his overall phenotype. What is also important to note in that every data run, his claw shape data keeps on getting better and better as more data is submitted and those progeny are being scored. And I think this is really representative of what we're seeing on ground level with these So-Rights. His first daughters are now calving and they look really impressive. Very deep bodied with excellent udders and teat placements. The females just may be the best of So-Right. If you haven't used him yet, it's certainly not too late to hook in and get a part of So-Right into your program. The next main bull that we're going to talk about in this category is a new bull for 2025 out of the US, and he's taken the world a bit by storm. This is Basin Keystone 2021. When you analyse the maternal pedigree and data on this bull, it all comes together. Going back to Basin Joy 1036, who's the mother of Basin Rainmaker 4404, who's regarded as one of the greatest cow-making bulls out of the US. His dam, Joy 9140, recently sold for $240,000 US and is also the mother of the popular sire Basin Jamison. Keystone really anchors an elite line of outstanding females. As the first structure and ultrasound data has been coming in onto the US system, he's been moving in the right direction on IMF, EMA and claw shape. He's a mid-maturity pattern bull exhibiting excellent volume and mass in a very docile nature. For a bull that is so long and deep-bodied that he is, his data sets really sets him apart from the pack. As Origin's top-selling bull for 2024, the first 4 shipments have all completely sold out here in Australia. So please, if you wish to use the bull, please get in early, you will miss out. Keystone delivers performance, maternal power and a data set essential for modern day breeding programs. I've got 2 quick honourable mentions here for this section. The first one is the Australian legend that is Dunoon Prime Minister. Daughters are awesome and they're breeding the house down. One of the few bulls on the market that combine positive mature body condition and plenty of milk all into one package, and that is all proven off now daughters in production. Getting those 2 traits right will be a challenge moving forward in the industry. Also, note where this fellow sits on MSA marbling. The other honourable mention here is Keneally Waymaker. This is an absolute powerhouse of a bull that brings softness and excellent skin all to the table in a very well muscled package. Also a real outcross pedigree. On the new teat and udder EPDs from the US, this bull sits in the top 10% for teat and top 15% for udder quality off the first 27 daughters being recorded. We'll see you tomorrow night for the big one of the wildcards.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, a software developer here at Angus Australia, looking after our virtual farm that is Angus.tech. Thank you for watching tonight's episode, the Angus All-Rounder. I hope you enjoyed, and remember to tune in tomorrow night for our next instalment, Wildcard Wonders.